This tutorial today is going to walk you through the basics of what a good learning session looks like on Membean. Now when you get to your dashboard, you're going to go ahead and click Start Learning in the top right-hand corner. That's going to take you to the page where you decide how long you want your session to last for. The default is 15 minutes, which is the optimal time. Any longer than that, you start to lose your concentration and your accuracy is a lot lower, and you're also less likely to retain those newly learned words. You could do a 10-minute session that's just as successful, but any less or more than those two are really not recommended. I'm going to go ahead and click Proceed so that you see what it looks like. It's going to take you to some multiple choice questions to review words that you had learned previously. And then once you've answered several of those questions, it will actually take you to new words. But for now, I'm going to click I'm done because I don't necessarily want to answer those questions and show you what a word page would look like. Okay, so in your learning session that I just
Tensile.
whether you get a question wrong and it sends you back to one of these word pages, or if it's a new word you've never seen and it will show you at the top, new word, this is what the word page looks like. There's several different things on that page to help you really learn that word. My favorite part of it is the word ingredients. These are called root words, and that just means it's the basic parts of speech that words that have those parts in common all kind of mean along the same lines. So the root words for tensile are tense and ile. Tense really tells me a lot here, to stretch or stretch out. I think of like muscles tensing. Okay, and then I'm going to read the context, or if you're an auditory person, you could click and they would say it to you.
When hanging a bane.
But it has the word used several times in sentences. So material that is good tensile is flexible strength, such as wire. Yarn has little tensile strength. So this is going to kind of help me get an idea of what that means. From this sentence, I know that good tensile strength means flexible strength. And we know that yarn is not tensile. So this helps me understand it. And then the quiz, what does tensile describe? The ability to be pulled out of shape is the one that is closest to that definition.
A tensile quality of something is its ability to be stretched or extended, and also pertains to its tension.
And then it gives us the actual definition down here. Now, my favorite part is the memory hook, where it will give you something to help you remember that word. Sometimes I like the ones that they give us, but I really like to click the Make My Own button. And here's where I can click and type something in that will help me remember that word. So I'm going to use what I just said, tense muscles stretch. So tensile means to stretch. Okay, so this idea of the word muscles is going to help me remember stretching and tensile. So I like that, and it'll stay on the word page every time I come back to it. Some other things you can look at, if the word really isn't clicking, if they provide a video, you can watch the video and it'll show you what tensile looks like. Your word constellation is going to look at words that are similar to tensile, and you can actually open that up and preview those words. Like the word pliable is a synonym for tensile. If I click on it, it'll show me other synonyms for pliable. It'll show me flexible, and that really helps me understand what that word means. And then I have some examples of the word tensile used in a sentence if I'm really not understanding it. And then here, synonyms are the ones that are similar, and antonyms are the ones that are opposite. Okay, so this is just the basics of a word page. Oh, the other thing you can see up here is that it is an adjective. That's the part of speech, and that's good to know because sometimes we're not really sure how the word is used in a sentence. An adjective just means that it describes something else. So I wouldn't say, that's a tensile, because that would be a noun. I would say that something is tensile. Okay, and in your learning session, when you're done, there would be a button here that says go to the next word, and it would either take you to another new word or to more quizzes. Okay, and then when you're done, again, I strongly encourage everyone after their learning session is over to go to their activity log, open up their learning session, and see how they did. If there were any red flags, that's something to note for next time to do better at. This one says I need to study words longer when I get them wrong. And my session length, the 1 minute that I put in, they said that wasn't quite long enough. Here's what your ideal session should be. Okay? And that is just a basic overview of what a good Membean learning session looks like.